Yo, Andre. Hard to say. Doing good, living good, but in same time lots of changes are happening, and I don't like all of them. And the one who doesn't like it, you know who is it in me. Yes, like today's main feeling is inner homelessness, because ego searches for a place that feels like home. But that's just not reality. Reality is that you don't need to search for home, feeling of home anymore. That's the difference. And I see both in me, but it's still painful. Those are like physical pain. And it just needs to happen. Your new name. How are you, Andre? What are your ego's latest struggles? Yes, Andre, and the thing is, this period can last for a long time. Months. But this is the only way, Andre, because enlightenment can't be reached. It's already there. Reality is. You can't reach it. You are already there. So ego must be dropped. That's the only way. Ego's layers must be dropped. Andre, that is very good. And actually the one who is doing this inquiry feeds ego. That's also good. That happens to me all the time. It's very hard to not take serious anymore these questions and answers. The one who does inquiry is the last thing in you that drops. Well, there is some level of importance in you to anything. That's how you know that there's ego. Very simple. But these layers dissolve slowly, so it's okay. Andre, try not to come to any summary. This will help you a lot. This will leave you in great pain. This, if you can leave alone summaries, the one who tries. But that will be the real change, not the summary itself. Summary itself is never a problem. The one who needs summary is a problem. New name is right, yes. Every thought you get, don't fight it. Even the ones who want summary. I mean, let them come. But if you can stick to this uncomfortable feeling and not follow it, let it go. You silly. I don't know what is Seong Min from Stray Kids, but I'm not that. Every second thought take me to La La Land and education. But there are moments of total clarity. The thing is, Andre, that it won't be like that forever. But it may last long, and nothing is wrong. This identification will appear many times. Even if you completely know that you are not your thoughts, emotions, body. And when this identification happens, don't worry. When you notice it, don't do nothing more. What comes and goes, Andre, is your attention. The thing is that we all are used to live with inner center, to think that we are center. But reality is that there is no center in you. And it will feel weird. For ego. Awareness has no center. Being has no center. And remember that the one who seeks discomfort may be also ego. The one who avoids discomfort may be also ego. If there's a doer, if there's a force that pushes you mentally, that you need, must, and so on, that's ego. And that's fine, just notice it. Yo, Sakura. Yune, what is your baseline frequency? Yo, Dos. That I remember only when you say it. Well, I remember your nickname, but I don't remember your name. And by the way, Killer Guy, U3V2, he's banned from this account because of some toxic comments. Maybe he will appear from different account. That's okay. That's great, Dos. Yes, but the thing is, when I said that inner center drops, fades, and sense of inner home also fades, I mean, it's very uncomfortable for ego, physically also, but it's not so bad also, because the one who needs these things like inner center, stability, home, it just fades. And that doesn't mean that your life will become without stability. No, Dos, I don't think like that necessarily. New name, you said... wait. You said there's new baseline frequency in you. Now you're saying you don't really know your baseline frequency. Hi, Sakura. I mean, baseline frequency for different people is different thing. Depends on from where you watch. Don't say nothing, you name. You already said baseline frequency. What else is needed? New name is dude. Who is also into enlightenment. And he will have this kind of hoodie as well. New name, why Dos can't see you? But why did you block him? No, he did nothing actually. He has just few messages in chat. New name, I don't know is if DOS is U3V2. I actually don't think so. What do people see in coma? I don't know. But they still exist. You can look at someone being in coma. So its existence. Those new name will unblock you. New name, he says he's not killer. Just refresh the page, new name. Do you think humans who did something wrong in their life, will their souls be punished by God? Yamaha Vishnu. New name U3V2 is blocked from this channel. So you can unblock him, it doesn't matter. So do you think humans who did something wrong in their life, will their souls be punished by God? Well, I only have perspective. One of many. By doing things in life, you create energy around you. And when you die, when your body dies and mind, this energy does not die. And it still contains some kind of information about you. But this energy is not separate from the whole energy force, whole existence. Every people are like waves of ocean, and at the same time, the ocean itself. But if your energy will be low enough to transform into another body, then of course the bad things you did before may affect next body's life. But I'm not saying this to you as some absolute truth. The only reality I know is that reality is, and this is a dream. If you had dreams where you understand that you're dreaming, that actually contains a lot of knowing about reality. Mahavishnu, I'm good, but I'm still at the same time not good. Because life's good, but I mean, of course my ego doesn't like to die. My ego seeks some safe home, some inner center, things to hold, things to control, things to get attached to. It's like grasping air right now. And that doesn't feel good. Your son died 2 years ago, and he did some really bad things in his life. I can tell you for sure, DOS, life does not hate anyone. Everything is allowed here. Everything that is created is allowed. But I told you already about the dream. Things that happens in dream, do they matter when you wake up? Yo Sahil, hola, dulce Mayra, hi Aquarius. Who are these people? How is ego formed? You name. How is ego formed? It's just how you live. All your life, everything that's being taught to you, told to you, forms ego. This life, for people, for human beings, is ego formation. Society just teaches you that automatically, and actually biologically you're teaching that in natural way to yourself. Ego must be there, and it will always be there. Just like some other thoughts. No, new name, ego is definition of ego is belief that you are individual person, that you are individual self. That is ego. Ego is not the content of your mind. Knowledge that you hold in you and think and feel that they are very important to you, that's ego. But knowledge is not ego. Do I think racism is ego? Well, it's the same, like with knowledge. Ego is everything in you that you feel like it's important to you. Your ego is not real. It's just random belief system, illusionary belief system based on just feeling that you are real. Sacral, can you explain how we are actually outside the body but experiencing it in the body? I think you think this is the right question. How we are actually outside the body, but experiencing it in the body. I mean, you are not either outside of body and inside body. Thing is that ego can't imagine real existence. Even if I would say to you, imagine, ego can't do it. Your body is happening in life. Your ego is happening. Your memory is happening. There is no real self because there is no separate self. There is reality, awareness, isness, the fact that everything just is, and it's not the fact itself. You will always know that. You will always know when something's happening with your body, even if you're fully enlightened, because your body is your body. You don't become non-dimensional. You perceive different dimensions, different bodies, different thoughts, which are your thoughts. That's also funny that ego's need for questions and answers and something interesting is limitless. That's the only reason we are talking in this chat. And it's not like it shouldn't be like that, but it just shows ego quite easily to each one of us. There is no end new name. From point of personal self, it's unreal to understand How could that be? To be no one, without center, without end. Dos is letting Sakura free. What layers of ego have you experienced? This is an interesting question. Very interesting. I mean, there are three main categories of ego, like big categories. And then there are just everyday life, ego layers. But I think I know what you mean. So I will talk about everyday life, ego. Wanting to be something special. Fear of not knowing some answer. Feeling that my thoughts are important, like more important than other things happening around me. I mean, these all are layers that are dissolving, but you see that they are there. There are many. Today I had one example when car almost hit me. And I felt how I identified with my anger for like 3 minutes. Yes, Mahavishnu, but so you could become one with this well, it's not perfect because reality, well, yes, it is perfect, but it's not perfect. Reality contains everything, perfect or imperfect, but to become one with that, personal self must dissolve because you cannot reach divine. It's not something you reach. It cannot be reached because it's already here fully. But you can experience oneness, but not as you. You name many ego layers are like, I can't name you all of them because when I see them, I just forget them. Just see them, let them go. All I can say is that I see in many, 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 many moments how ego, this personal self-ego pops up. Yesterday a girl, I think so, just beat me in car race and I was just like in my head for trying to get yes, everything is teacher for us. Absolutely, absolutely everything. I used to care about winning in sports in some moments, but well, that's not so important for me anymore. Ramana talked about everything is predetermined. Andre, I don't know what is predetermined. What does it mean? Is that your experience too? Is there some other word for predetermined? Everything is predetermined because we are only what we think about ourselves in our mind from past to future, but one's true higher self exists in the eternal now moment. Yes, the higher self exists not in moment but as moment. But I don't know what is predetermined. Just the word. The meaning of a word is also explained in words. Yes, new name. Words are actually first layer of ego. Understanding that you're beyond words and images. There's the first layer. Second layer is emotions. Sticky emotions and feelings. First layer drops very slowly, and second layer is very sticky. Oh, Andre, thank you for Latvian translation. Almost feels like you're a Latvian guy. Latvian friend. It translates in my language, like it spells in my language, iepriekš noteikts. And you probably don't understand anything. Iepriekš noteikts. So Ramana talked about everything is iepriekš noteikts. Is that your experience too? So undetermined means, like, you mean that everything is almost written there before? Like that you don't have free choice? Is that what you mean? Mahavishnu, the thing is that I am not into any religion. That's why I choose language that is just direct. It's just language of non-duality, let's say that. Because sadhana, what you mentioned, that is some religion term. Well, Mahavishnu, my parents gave me like some religion by taking to church and like well, it's just formal religion, and it ends there. I haven't read Bible. I haven't read Bhagavad Gita, Quran. I never interested about like details of some religion. Also Hinduism, Buddhism. I have not like went into details about what is it, what's the teachings and so on. But Andre, about undetermined, honestly, I don't know. I guess I just don't think about it. I mean, it doesn't matter at all if something is undetermined. That fact really doesn't change absolutely anything, if something is or is not undetermined. Because either way, you are here, live, experience life, experience ego, dissolve ego. do what you want or don't do what you want. But actually, there is a point about life being undetermined. Because it's closer to understanding that everything is happening by itself. But actually that doesn't mean necessarily that something is undetermined. Right now, you're really micro inspections, everything about me, and I don't know what to do. What do you mean, new name? New name, when you don't know what to do, the best thing is don't do anything. Sit with this feeling completely, absolutely. When you have chaos in you, when you don't know what to do, sit and don't do anything with your body, with your mind. Let everything flow in you and outside you. If there's stillness, let it be there. If there's some heavy thoughts, let them be there. If they are in you for 1 hour, let it be like that. It's a thing that's actually hard to accept for me as well, that realization, awakening can happen very fast. But after that, dissolving of fake personality, these all fake identifications takes very long, because they have been there for many, many, many years in you. Of course, it takes time while the wound heals. Like when you have some realization, the wound is open, and then healing takes time. The more you touch the wound, the more it hurts. Mahavishnu, even Raman Maharishi performed years of intense sadhana or tapas to become sage or enlightened being. But the thing is, before Ramana, before Jesus, and so on, before Buddha, there were still enlightened beings. I'm telling you, religion is one of ways, but not the only way. Reality is the same. Reality, knowing of reality, becomes teacher. That's why all these saint people, awakened people, came to almost same experience, taught in different languages, different ways, because there are different mentalities, different cultures, but the baseline is just exactly the same. Thought to eat and you didn't want it to involve emotion. There's just another layer of ego, new name. Don't worry about that. Just see these layers, that's all. If you make something personal, that's ego. Just see that. And if you worry about that, that's the same ego. Just see that. Yunam says, I am still not able to believe that I'm getting enlightened. I still think that this is only for some time, but I'm not reacting on it, neither believing it. This is only new name how fake identity thinks. Ego has no potential to know enlightenment. Your eyes cannot see your eyes. But Mahavishnu, if your way is religion, there's nothing wrong with that. Just the way that my way is not religion, and there's nothing wrong with that. This reality, awakening, is beyond concepts, and it's not for some chosen ones. Enlightenment is not for chosen ones that does in life some specific things. It's not for people who follow some enlightenment rules. Because in the end, the one who follows the rules is the only one who stands in the way for enlightenment to happen. As well as the one who doesn't follow rules is the one standing in the way for enlightenment to be seen. The one who follows rules and the one who doesn't follow rules, it's either way. The one who lives with inner center, that sees how life is happening around you. And this is the greatest illusion, that you are some point in you and everything happens around you. As long as you have body, as long as you have mind, that's what's needed for enlightenment, not some specific paths. As long as you're just alive and live life, you are ready for enlightenment. It's not for some chosen spiritual people. Maybe some spiritual people believes that it's the only way, but that's ego. There is a thing called spiritual ego. And for me, it was the hardest layer to see through. I really did believe that only some spiritual people with spiritual tendencies can awaken, has potential for enlightenment. But as this layer of ego dropped, I saw that awakening is a completely natural thing. It's in nature of human. I hope you know that when I say awakening, That's not same as enlightenment. Enlightenment contains awakening, realization. But enlightenment is when this experience of non-dual existence is lived through your whole life aspects. No new name, no ego is not no mind. An ego itself, so new name, you have mind. Ego in your mind is part that creates personal self. But this ego, it never will die, like stop to exist in your body mind. It becomes transparent. Ego is needed to talk, to know your boundaries. But new name, if you want terminology, just ask ChatGPT. Yes, Mahavishnu, there are no problem with rules. Of course, humans, we like, civilization helps to coexist with rules for people. Who says the rules are wrong? The thing is, nothing is wrong. Everything is needed. The layer of mind of one's being only disappears in deep absorption in meditation or in Sanskrit samadhi. Are there things that can help on physical level for awakening, like sleep, food? Of course, Andre. Well, actually, for awakening itself, no. For realization that you're not the doer, the thinker, the controller. For this kind of realization also, the answer is no. But for embodiment, for allowing to come in awakening in all your life aspects, like good sleep can help you, same as good food, healthy food, because then your nervous system is adapting better. Your nervous system is not your ego or your mind. But Andrea, how do you feel? How do you feel if, for yourself, can sleep, food and sports help you? Because, for example, total collapse of ego happens in most cases from complete suffering, when mentally you can't take it anymore. And this suffering in many cases comes from hard life circumstances. It can be no food for some period, bad sleep, drama around you, weak life choices, using lots of alcohol, being in prison. But still, what usually happens when people live these hard lives is that they go deeper in identification. Lots of people are in deep suffering in life. Yet, from those, only few use that to break from identification with suffering. And I don't know why it's like that. Maybe that's some kind of intuition. Genetics, past lives, I don't know. Yes, new name about the suffering, and ego will still use suffering to hold on in you. So be strong. Andre, that definitely helps, because you are already in some phase of awakening. Clear mind helps. High energy level helps. Well, for me it's when I get actually when I don't get lots of sleep, the next day I just feel dizzy. There is still silence. There is still awareness. But just the mind and body that who have not been in rest makes these days harder. New name, your ego was formed before. But maybe in that way your ego got like bigger, in that way more seen. No, I'm laughing because my brain is halfway asleep. And I still function somehow through chat. No, new name, that was not about your comment. That was about myself. My body, my mind. For me, this really is a period where I don't have words for lots of things, because this period is about some deep emotions and feelings. Coming out. And I realized that I was holding them in me while I was maintaining spiritual ego. Because this need to maintain inner silence every day for lots and lots of years. Yes, it was my baseline, but because there was still ego in that, then lots of emotions and feelings were suppressed, I guess. And now that when I don't hold on to anything, that's when everything comes out. So there are lots of feelings. Maybe that's happening to you as well, I don't know. Someone of you. Mahavishnu, are you smoking weed today? Just curious. But new name, actually, if that helps to you, forget the word ego. Because ego is just a word, but identifying yourself with thoughts, feelings, your past, your future, that's a real thing. Ego is just a simple word for this. So you wouldn't need to say what I just said in so long sentence. And everyone who is alive doesn't need these concepts. What is called what? People just come to a point where their self-made borders are getting too tight. Suffering is becoming too big, too personal. And that's when people just starts to do inquiry. Much love, Andre. I'm actually out as well. Thanks for stopping by. New name, I have eternal energy. I have eternal energy in me, but not in my body. New name, you know. We can do a chess game. one chess game if you want. But only if you want new name. If you really, really want. If you want it like just want it, then let's not do it. I'm telling you, new name. I have energy because chess is like sleeping. You just push some buttons. Well, if you were some master in chess, yeah, that would be different. No, new name, just like I can play for like 20 minutes. Yo, dos, you know what's happening? We are gonna play a chess game. Because everyone's too tired. I'm tired to talk about almost anything. But okay, so let's play a chess game. Man, my brain even can't set up the chess setup. Okay. Wait a second. Wait. I have to use bathroom. We'll mute the mic. Oops, sorry. I said that we are the only ones left here. And are you ready? I guess you are ready. So this is Chase, okay. Okay, what's happening? I guess this is what's happening. What happens now? That is a question. Your horse is dangerous. Another dangerous horse. This is new name, my first chess game after realization. What are you up to? Whoa, whoa, whoa. your new name. Suddenly I'm not sleepy anymore. You made my mind alert. For now, new name, I'm not thinking about winning. I'm thinking about what can I do to make things interesting. Well, sorry, they are interesting. What can I do to make things harder? New name, listen. You always will use your mind to play chess. And honestly, I'm sitting here being fully aware and that is the thing. Life continues to happen. Nothing changes. Only inner view of what is what happens when, who is doing things. Okay, I will make a move. I just feel like there is some good move that I don't see. And you understand that this is what I tell you about ego. It is needed to talk. You cannot talk without using I. But okay, new name. For now, I just want to make some chess move. Okay. Let it be this. This move is enough. I don't know how, Nune, but I feel you're better at chess than you was before. Do something for first time. You know, Nune, you reminded me that wait a second. Okay, I will tell you. You reminded me that actually that's my approach to hard emotions, hard feelings, like everything sticky that comes into you, not for the first time, but for example, if you really want to know some answer, some question is really making you uncomfortable, I just leave it alone for hours if needed, for a day if needed, till that thing is not sticky anymore. And only then I see if I want to touch it. But mostly I don't even remember what it was. I don't know if this makes sense because I'm tired. But okay. So watch this move. New name. I predicted exactly your next move. So look what is going to happen now. Are you ready, new name? I really did know where you will gonna move. So 3, 2, 1. Hold on, man, hold on. Good thing my king was not on C here. Hold on, man. Not to ego, just in the game. Because, new name, if you would be fully enlightened, holding on something would still happen. Holding on is not something that is not allowed in world. When you reach full enlightenment, I'm not talking about myself, but when you reach full enlightenment, nothing troubles you and nothing stops existing in world, as well as holding on. But the one who holds on is gone. I guess you're sleepy as well. It's, I guess, almost 5 a.m. at your place. GG's, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. New name. Wait a second. 3, 2, 1. You moved that horse right where I wanted. That was a mind trap. That was not ego trap, that was mind trap. That was positive trap. Trap with no real harm. But you know, new name. Chess skills doesn't prove anything. That's the good news. Dude, I'm stripping you with this one dude. Some crazy tactics. Crazy tactics. Crazy tactics, man. No, why their new name? Look, 3, 2, 1. You are really sleeping. What is this game, man? Oh, man. What do I do now? I don't know what to do in this situation, new name. New name. 3, 2. Oh no, 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 no. This is not the case. This is not the case. False alarm, false alarm. Okay, new name, watch this. 3, 2, 1. Why do you fall for the same trap, man? It's... Oh man. That's just how life is. It's the beauty of life. This is how we become enlightened, because we fall the same traps over and over. Yes, you don't need to study that. Chase is really not something to study, actually. You're right about that. Just some fun. Okay, okay, this one's different. Okay. Okay, let's play without our ladies. Actually, I don't know how to play without lady. Queen, sorry, not lady. It's queen. Yes, new name, that's right. That's right. Also from that perspective. Whoa, this is a move. Now this is a move. New name. Have you ever had girlfriend in real life? No. But sorry, I don't remember. How old are you? You cannot say how old are you? Why you cannot say that you're 19 or you're 40? I mean, that's not a shame. I met my first girlfriend and wife together at age 21. I actually sent an energy wave of girlfriend. Man, I cannot say that, man. What can't you say? I really don't remember. Really don't understand. You are 19 or you're not 19. I guess I didn't get that. My focus is very light at this point. You sent your energy wave for a girlfriend. Well, yes, that's normal. I guess you do that every day. "19 is a good age." How did I met? She was in my sports training group, athletics. For many, many years, I just did not notice that she is the real one. Had to go through some dramas. Not with my girlfriend, but like personal. To fade some ego layers till I was able to notice that she's the real one for me. Okay, what's happening in this game? I don't even know. I did not know new name. Felt it. I actually always had some kind of image, vision in my mind about what like my girlfriend would be like. How did I know that we like each other? We talked about that. What do you mean? So, well, it was not about telling who loves who. But you do talk to girls, right? Or are you extra shy? You don't talk to anyone right now. You're alone by yourself. But do you have like friends? New name. You could use this horse to eliminate this one. But it's okay. New name. Had you had a crush on some girl? See, I don't remember your name. It was Dos. I guess Dos, yes. Well, we are not playing for, we're like not playing on life or death, just chilling around. It's 5 a.m. where New Name is living. So he's asleep actually right now, but still playing somehow. Yes, Dos. New name, are you sleepwalking? More like sleep gaming. New name is flowing through chess game. Letting it happen through him. Not thinking much. New name is living. That's right. New name, you can try to draw. I don't know how, but you can try to do that. New name, what's that emoji? Some sleeping, vomiting cat? You are 49. Those yesterday you were not yesterday, but day before 48. Oh no, I don't remember. Cat that drinks tea? Oh, okay, maybe. Or that's pillow. Sacral is white. Sacral was white. One more. Dude, when do you go to sleep? New name. Okay. This is the last one. New name, it looked like you're trying to do the trick I do all the time. But now I'm not sure if you know the trick. It happened. That's intuition. You're actually holding me a little bit in this situation. Not anymore. Dos, I guess, is a man, a boy, if he's still here. Hold on, you name the last game. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna lose finally new name. It's happening finally. Or maybe not. You never know. Man, you're feeling it right now. You're feeling it. You're flowing. Daniel, this chess game is only last part of the stream. Actually, new name, I thought that it's over for me. I didn't see this one here. I thought that it's either this one or this one. Daniel, well, it's not dark night of the soul. It's just that I meditated for many years and then understood that the one who meditates is ego, and it dropped. Well, it didn't drop like completely, but something changed in me. I don't feel myself as personality, person. And this is period where ego is unfolding, dissolving. Maybe it is called dark night of the soul. Actually, don't know. But for now, we are just chilling, playing some chess games. Yes, Jim Carrey. I have heard some things about him. Well, actually, my experience was that around 18 to 21, I don't remember exactly, years old, I had first realization where I understood that I'm not my body, not my mind, my personality. And then great stillness, inner silence came into my life. I thought that it is enlightenment itself, so I spent like 16 years, 14, 16, meditating in that silence. There were periods with bliss, joy, total peace, and that was still like 2 weeks before there was another realization that the one who meditates is itself ego. The one who meditates in this silence wants to get enlightenment is spiritual ego. I understood that reality, enlightenment, awareness, isness, being is here all the time. It's just a matter of perception, and all that needs to be done is dissolved ego. And these past 2 weeks I just go through very interesting emotional and different feeling appearing. Sorry, new name, I will make a move. Yes, it was around 18, new name, but it was not complete. It was not like for Sri Raman Maharishi. Yes, new name, we must go to sleep. This must end. Okay. Man, so long stream today. What do you mean what do you mean Ramach new name? GG, but you have to go to sleep, new name. 6 or 7 a.m. at your place. 2 a.m. at my place. New name, my brain physically can't. What do you mean telepathy? Okay, new name. Yo man. Peace out.